What's up, guys? Welcome to the yard. It's Dave here with Grim Games. I wanted to talk about Kid in OP04. So I think Kid is like a slept-on deck just because, like, in this kind of control format where people aren't hitting you a lot, just going face with your leader twice a turn for like 7, 9, like XK is really, really good. And the fact that you get to play like just all these value cards and all these tempo cards helps you out in the mid range and like aggro matchups. So we're just going to go through a deck profile real quick on my quick thrown together adaptation of Kid. I played a couple games last night with this and didn't drop one of them. So let's go on with it. First, we've got the blocker killer. It's literally just a blocker, 1K counter. Sometimes, most of the time, you've got the Dawn to play this when you need to, so it's really good. Blocker Law, this card still enables a lot of combos in this deck. And it's just a blocker with 6K. You can swing with it. It's really good. Three of the 3 for 5K film vanilla, three 2Ks. Nami, best card in the deck. 5 for 7s. Of course, these are still really good, especially in the mid game. Brook, you could realistically cut this card down to 3, but at 4, it's still insane. Three of the blocker Luffy, mostly because no counter, but like this card is really good. In the late game, being able to go like this card and Brook into Nami or this card and Brook into Usopp usually ends the game. So this card is really good. 4 for 6, one of the best vanilla stat lines ever. And then the only reason this deck is probably still relevant in OP04 is this card. Just the fact that you can slap this card at 4 in like any green deck and the green deck becomes playable is absolutely insane. This card is ridiculous. Bonnie, just to search out stuff. Like you've got more search targets than you would think. So it's not like a hybrid film supernova. It just so happens that like one of two of the good film cards share the supernova tag, so you can search either of these with your searchers, which is really good. But you also get the added benefit of being able to search for two blockers and another 2K and your event, which is really good. So yeah, Scratch Poo, old Supernova 2K counter. Don't really need to talk about that too much. And Punk Gibson, I think this card defensively is just really, really good. Alternatively, you could play Spiderweb, and it's still good. But I think this card lets you also play into your opponent's board, where Spiderweb keeps your stuff safe, but Gibson lets you play into your opponent's board. So let's get some games in. We'll just play like 1, 2, maybe 3. Loki. No Loki. Basic. No basic. Okay. Having a hard time finding a game. Laughing. We're not laughing. I'm just trying to find a game, y'all. All right, cool. Big Mom. Yellow. They're going second. I've got something to play going first, and I can play this on or going second on 3. But playing this, just this on 5 to bounce this back doesn't feel very good. So we're going to mulligan for something better. This is a lot better. No turn one. This deck doesn't really have a turn 1 play if they make you go first. Like, it is what it is. Getting blocker Sanji. Cool. We're just going to swing. Test the waters. Get this free 5K swing out of the way. Not a trigger. Great. I'm going to play Nami, and then we are going to be off to the races. Okay. So he does what I thought. He's just playing on curve. He didn't swing, which is interesting. Um, let's see. I think my play then is going to be to just test the waters again with my leader. Actually, no. I don't want to turn his leader ability on just yet because he's still got a healthy hand. Um, I think I want to put more pressure on board first. Because next turn I could go 7-4 Nami, or I could just like go for Nami. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go into Nami. We're gonna keep pressure on. After talking it out, I mean, turning his leader ability on is scary, but like, it is what it is. I'm gonna have to turn it on eventually. Oh, so I just got a card out of his hand. That's actually great. So we're just gonna go Brook into Nami and not swing. We don't whiff. That's amazing because next turn I can go Luffy, Brook, Usopp. Okay, and then we're just gonna keep the Namis up. So we're gonna keep the Namis up to keep them alive because now, yeah, he's just doing the yellow thing where he plays on curve, which is good. Um, Applying a little bit of pressure here and there where he can, but apart from that, he's just playing stuff on curve, which is really good. So The plan here is to quite literally just uh, I want to get value out of the Brook, so we're gonna swing with Brook. He's gonna take that one, cool. So his leader ability is gonna be on next turn, which is annoying. But now I'm just gonna go here, here, and then I'm gonna replace the Brook with the Usopp. And then on the next turn, I start swinging with all these things. Like this turn, he's probably gonna swing. I would imagine twice. You can just have the life. It's fine. 5K. We will counter out of that one because I imagine you're gonna swing 8. You're not gonna swing 8. Okay, so we're just gonna look at each other for a little bit. That's fine too. Uh, I'm going to start swinging now though. Okay, grab a 2K. This deck can get really out of hand. Like, just absolutely insanely out of hand. See, I got the 2K. I think I just want 1K. Uh, yeah, sometimes it matters. I know it's weird, like having to think about that, but sometimes it does matter which one you grab when you've got that option. Because realistically, here, I think I need to play a blocker to try and combat these two swings that are coming at me next turn. But I do want to keep the pressure on because he is in like Chad play zone. So what I think I'm gonna do is we're gonna just test the waters with one more 5K swing. Okay, so probably knew that. Did he know that if that was there? I don't think he knew that was there. So this is just a rogue trigger, which is fine. Like that happens. Um, is it mildly annoying? Yes, but like there's nothing you can do about it. Here we're just gonna keep swinging. Just keep swinging. Just keep swinging, and then we're gonna go 7 with leader. See what he does. Because again, yeah, he's in like he's in danger territory now. Because yellow doesn't like it when you can swing a bajillion times in a turn. I don't think he can kill me. Even if he slams 10 drop, he loses. So I think I'm safe to play this 5K or this 5 for 7. I'm gonna leave the blocker up just in case. But I think I'm safe to play this 5 for 7. We'll get rid of Brook. And yeah, I don't. He can't kill me here, even if he slams the 10 drop. So I'm gonna do my due diligence to keep Nami alive. Because he's kind of got to go into my board now to contest my stuff. Okay, so I think his plan is to 10 drop here. Weirdly enough, he just loses if he 10 drops here. I don't know why he's doing that. We'll do that. Sure. Okay. Unless his hand is ridiculous, I think I just try to kill him. Here. This is a good swing to test the waters with. Because then it either gets 2 cards out of his hand or takes care of his blocker. Now, if he can't block out of or counter out of this, then that tells and he has to block. That tells me that he just doesn't have the counter power. Okay, so he might have the counter power. We're going to do another 7K swing. Easy peasy. We will. Let's see. If I do that, then I can go. If I go 9, I can go 8-8, which still feels pretty good. He's got a blocker. I have the blocker here, so I'm not too afraid of what he's got going on. I'll go 7 with the blocker just to see what's happening. Cool. So now I just strap up and swing. This is 2 10 swings. And like Kid still does the same thing, right? Where whenever your opponent gets down to like 1 or 0 life, you literally just strap up to your leader. If they don't have enough blockers to keep up with the swings here, then they just kind of lose. All right, let's do one more. Please be quick. Sweet. Ace. Haven't seen this in a while. I adore Ace. I think this deck is very fun to play. Um, how good it is, that is to be determined. But I think it's a very fun deck to play, and in the right hands, it can definitely do some damage. We're going to keep this hand because we do have Bonnie to play on the first turn. Now, it is very possible, and I'm speaking this into existence just so people can see it. It is very possible that Bonnie just whiffs, right? Like, Bonnie can just whiff, and that feels awful because you just get to, yeah, he plays Buggy, so he just gets to swing into the Bonnie that I'm inevitably going to search with, and it's going to feel, like, not great. But The other side of that coin is I don't need to rely on the body search in this deck nearly as much as I would in like a law deck or something like that. Um, Alternatively, I could play a blocker here because the blocker might eat some kind of removal. Fire Fist is really bad in the later turns because my plan is to fully play one of these two on the next turn. We're going to just actually we're going to play the blocker. We're going to play the blocker just because this baits removal a little bit better than this does. Like this just eats an attack. This waves at Buggy and then Buggy swings at it. This can bait removal or will bait him into swinging with Buggy and then swinging with Ace. If he swings with Buggy, great. I can kill the Buggy, and then he's got to waste a leader swing on this Bonnie later in the game. But yeah, we'll just see what he does. uh, you got Seaquake. Oh, he just got Seaquake. So Seaquake is fine. That's fine. Why are you playing this? Sure. Oh, I guess you're just gonna go super aggro, which is fine. Checks out. Um, let's see. No trigger. That's cool. So he's got Seaquake, which is obnoxious. Seaquake kills a 3K or less. So my blocker is dead, regardless of what I do. He's going to 5. So if he has Fire Fist, this plays into it pretty hard. But the cool thing about this deck is that even if I play into Fire Fist, he goes down to 3 cards because he's drawing a card. And then he uses a lot of his turn to do that. So even if he has Fire Fist, it's fine. If we see an event hit the if we see an event hit the yard, then we know that we played into it. It's fine. Makino, cool. So we haven't played into it yet. And Buggy, maybe he's digging for it. And he whiffs. We love to see it. We love to see it. Yeah, this game probably would have just been a lot different had I opened with a Bonnie search because then he just gets to kill Bonnie for free. Now if he swings into my leader with these things, then I can pressure. Okay, so he Seaquakes the blocker. That's fine. Yeah, he's gonna strap up and start going aggressive. Wow, this is more blocker. This is interesting plays by my opponent. I guess they're just gonna swing and hope that I start hitting their life. And I mean, I have too soon. Uh, but it's interesting that he's just playing out his hand here. What am I playing next turn? So I'm going to 6. We're probably just playing this next turn. We might play that. No, we're not going to play that. Yeah. Well, we'll counter out of it, sure. I don't want to take too many hits too early because red be redding. And this swing was coming as well. I knew this swing was coming as well. Great. So now that that has swung, I can start swinging into his board. And that feels a lot better than not swinging into his board. Okay, cool. So yeah, I am down 2 life, but we are going to do what green does and control this board. Got to get this board under wraps. Do you protect Makino here? I think you just let it die. You're protecting Makino here. That's very interesting plays by my opponent. Now, I could just be wrong, and he might just be outplaying me. But, all right. I think this is the turn where we feed him the Bonnie. The 1K counter would be nice, but I can start playing this. I can start doing stuff with this. Especially because face, like I'm kind of predicting. No, we're going to take that. We're going to take the safe option. Leave the 10 drop on top, even though we're not going to see that part of our deck. And then we're just going to play another vanilla. A lot of this deck is really just playing stuff on curve, making good attacks, swinging with good numbers. And then when you get to the late part of the games, you're just overwhelming them with the number of attacks and number of dudes you've got on board. And this list is like a rough draft list. Absolutely room for improvement. So you can take this list as a framework and then put in any tech choices you would like to put in, but I think this is a pretty good place to start. So my opponent's got 2 cards in hand. We have a lot of cards in hand. We're down on life against a red deck, which can be kind of spooky. but it's not uncommon at all to be behind against red, especially in the early phases of the game. Okay, so you're gonna go after my dudes. Not bad. Um, is this a bait? Are you just trying to flame emperor me and then swing at my dome? Uh, I'll call your bluff. Absolutely gonna call that bluff. Because if he flame emperors here, it's fine. Because again, he's got one card left in his hand. I can contest his board easy, so I'm not getting flame emperor, which is fantastic. This is now a 7K swing. I don't know if he throws 7 at Zoro. He might. Playing this card, I think, might have been just incorrect because you would much rather just this B2K counter. I get wanting to keep tempo and wanting to like have stuff on the board, but now he's really behind in card advantage. He's just gonna keep going after Zoro, and I think I just can't let him have it yet, especially with his advantage deficit. Like, yeah, he really wants this Zoro dead. He can have it this time. Like if he's willing to strap up 4 and swing 9 at this thing, it's fine. Because I also have Bonnie still, so I can keep digging. Yeah, because I think a very viable play next turn is going to be, depending on what I draw, I search with Bonnie first, and if I find Luffy, I can just like play stuff to do what this deck does and refill my board. And alternatively, I can search with Bonnie. I can clear 2 things off his board, search with Bonnie. Oh, we found Luffy anyway. That's fantastic. Let's see. So, okay. I think I just have to search with Bonnie first to see what we find. We do find a Zoro, which is really good because I can go Luffy Zoro. Okay, I think that's the play this turn, just to keep pressure applied. We'll put Nami on top, even though we're not going to see that part of our deck. Swing at the. Oh no, I attacked wrong. Fuck. I'm bad. I'm so bad. I needed to kill this with I needed to kill this with Kid because Buggy's got that dumb text that says that he can't be killed by slash characters. Looking at you, Zoro. That's fine. Makino's probably more of a threat anyway. But that was a definitely misplay on my part. Don't do what I just did. Kill Buggy with your leader if your leader's not a slash character because Buggy can't die by slash characters. I'm just stupid. So we do this. And from here we are going to start hitting the gas. Because we do have to kill him eventually. That is a part of this game. Like getting your opponent to 0 life and then hitting them in the face is part of this game. He didn't pop my blocker. What? Is this guy just better than me? Is he? He might just be better than me. Oh no. Yeah. So Bonnie dies. She lived longer than I thought she would. Uh, but is this guy just like better? I mean, he's definitely getting a block, but he didn't kill my blocker. If he had killed my blocker, did he misclick? I don't know. The world may never know. Is he typing misclick in the chat? Should I type misclick in the chat with a question? Because there's also a world where I just take this hit and then I'm up even more cards. Oh, he's attacking Zoro, though. That's a little rude, homie. Yeah, we got a block. Actually, can I just let it die? Can I just let it die? Yeah, we're letting it die. Sometimes you have to talk out all the options you have for plays in your head. Okay, so we're going to do the right thing this time. Let's swing with that. And then we're going to play. Let's see. I don't want to start swinging at him yet. I think I kind of want to kill him in 1 turn or like put enough stuff on board to be able to threaten him in 2 turns. So we're going to slow roll just a little bit here. We'll do that. Then we'll pass. He has been keeping up with removal well, or he has been just like drawing a bunch of removal. which I mean this deck just has. All right. So what bones me here? Fire Fist is annoying here, but again, he uses up a lot of his turn to do it. This advantage deficit has gone down a lot. Just because this feels more like I'm playing against a blue deck. Ah, he got 9-beard. Good. Wunderbar. So he puts 9-beard on board, and then the game starts. I might lose. I mean, yeah, that's bad. So I definitely block to live, but this being on board sucks. Actually, this turn he swings with this, I kill it. I'm pretty sure that's just how that works. Unless he just draws Flame Emperor again. So if he Flame Emperors and swings with this, then that's really bad news. But we're going to do that and draw a card. Because now I got to start swinging. All right. You got me, punk. And then I think I just play a blocker. I'm not gonna play. I'm not playing Brook. I want to keep the counter in my hand. Yeah, I just strap up my leader and play a blocker. Um, I could swing his leader twice. Wow. Okay, that's fine. Go to no cards in hand. Yeah, if his life is just ridiculous too, then that's not great for me. But could bluff Gibson. No, the way things have been going so far, if I bluff Gibson, then I'm just gonna lose. Is it worth it? It's not worth it right now. No. So it's not bluffing. It is bluffing Gibson, but like it's fine. I have to leave this up because he's gonna swing at Frankie next turn, and I want to keep what you call it. I want to keep Luffy alive. Yeah, I want to keep Luffy alive, or just leave it up for Flame to get Flame Emperor. Because like I said, if he draws Flame Emperor here, that's really bad for me. Like, is he getting rewarded for awkward gameplay in the beginning? I say awkward because it wasn't necessarily bad. It was just like weird. And I know if you're watching this, you're gonna be like, "This pretentious asshole. He's just telling people they're making bad plays." I didn't say bad. I said awkward because I mean it was weird. This helped him a lot because this card is ridiculous. And my misplay with swinging into because like the Makino would have died by this point, but he wouldn't have been able to do anything with his buggy, and I would have probably still had Bonnie on board, which would have meant I could still get cards in my hand and still get advantage. So that kind of sucks. Yeah, it's trying to go after Frankie. Um, is it worth it now? Because he's gonna swing at it with Newgate, and then I'm gonna keep it alive. Yeah. Actually, if I just let it die and he swings it Newgate, or he swings it face with Newgate. If he doesn't swing with Newgate, it's weird, but I think he's pressured to kill my stuff. Yeah, he's pressured to kill my stuff because I could potentially, and unironically enough, go for game on the next turn. Yeah. So he does that. Um, he doesn't have two or less life, so he can't give that rush. He has two Dawn up, which is scary, but like, is what it is. I'm just gonna pressure the fuck out of this thing. Let's see. Three. I could just go 17 at it and not feel bad. No. I could also go 6, 13 at it. Or do I go 14 at it? Probably just go 14 at it. Actually, no, it probably is 17 to just guarantee that it dies. Because if this is like Red Hawk, that makes things weird. So if this is uh, Red Hawk and a 2K, that makes this 16. So I need to swing at this with 16 to guarantee that it dies. Yep. This has been one of the weirdest games I've ever played in my life. But kudos to my opponent for like just having it every time. Got to start swinging. Got to start swinging. One thing's for sure, he's keeping this game state real simple. Okay, top deck Flame Emperors, like I said, just real bad for me. Because if he had this on his last turn, he does this on his last turn, and I'd like just lose. Yeah, you go for my face because you can go 9, and that's just going to get you there, unfortunately. Oh, that's a really good top deck. But now, unfortunately, if he just has the unblockable Luffy, then I kind of lose the game. So he can go 12 on his next turn with this Ezo, which is scary. Yeah, I gotta keep blockers up. That's kind of crazy. Alrighty. So if he just has unblockable Luffy, I lose the game. Pretty simple. If he counters out of this, I'll know that's not unblockable Luffy, and I'll know that it was just the top deck gods giving him what he wanted. Um, then I think I just have to play Nami, search, and play Law to play to play Nami again. That seems right. We didn't whiff. Praise Jeebus. Not gonna see that part of my deck, so it's fine. Card action. Boop, boop, boop. And we whiff. We might lose now. Probably gonna lose now, to be honest. Do I need to swing here? Let's see, attack. I'll have 4 attacks on the next turn, regardless of this being alive. Yeah, fuck it. If he's got it, he's got it. Sometimes you really just have to look at his game and be like, if you got it, you got it. And there's a lot of wonky things that could be in a life here, but it is what it is. Now, if he just has unblockable Luffy and he's been playing to that out this whole game, well, good for him. I know he didn't start with it. Not unblockable Luffy. There's a chance. There's a chance. Let's see, 9. I could go 10. I want to keep this up because I think I got to try and kill him. Yeah, I think I have to try and kill him. And if I lose to a rogue jet pistol, I lose to a rogue jet pistol. 1, 2, 10. Or if this is Red Hawk. He showed me Red Hawk twice. Yeah, actually, so I don't know if I can kill him, which is unfortunate. That is also an unfortunate draw. Okay, so I don't want to lose to a rogue jet pistol. Play around jet pistol, kids. It's just the right thing to do. Huh. That's an interesting tech choice in this deck. I don't hate it though. Okay. So wait, if he's got nothing down here, then I do just win because I can go 7/7 and then 9 twice. Fuck it. No action. It's a trigger card. What is it? Fiery Doll. Did I get Fiery Doll teched out? Because if he Fiery Dolls me, then I can leave this up and I think I can live. Oh, praise. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and kill him. Fuck it. If I get Fiery Doll teched, I get Fiery Doll teched. Oh my god, another trigger? This is a yellow deck. It was a blue deck, then it was a yellow deck. If that last life is Fiery Doll, I might scream. Okay. I don't think he's got the counter for it. But we'll see. Pretty sure that's game. That was a lot closer than I wanted it to be, not gonna hold you. And if I had lost, I might have been a little upset. That's crazy. Yeah, he made some really awkward plays in the beginning, but I mean, I guess he was just trying to keep tempo, maybe. Dot dot dot. If I had played that a little differently, it might not have been as close. I guess maybe if I just don't play dudes and I just swing at his face the whole game. Oh no, but then I lead, but then I lose pressure on board. That misplay with the buggy and the Machino in the early turns, that was actually very crucial because it guaranteed that the Bonnie I had on board died. All right, hello, back to main menu. All right, let's play just one more, and then we will weekly dose of lasers. Oh, this deck is crazy. Okay, Yurple Croc. So you're going second. Sand is fine. Play Bonnie pass. This deck, I like this deck a lot. I'm probably going to do a video on this deck at some point soon. Um, but this deck is actually crazy if it gets going. So we're going to draw. We're going to attack. He's going to counter out, and we're going to play dude. And then we'll pass. Next turn's probably going to be Bonnie. Swing, swing, Bonnie into Zoro, and then pass. Ooh. Okay. Bold move, Cotton. That's fine. Strap up and swing, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, change of plans. Now we swing. Actually, that little pause terrified me enough to want to get value out of this before I swing again. I'm gonna grab the blocker here. It's gonna be a long game again. Swing. And then we play Nami instead of Zoro because we want cards. We'll take a 2K every time. Okay, so he's at 7. He doesn't get to play Big Boy yet. He does get to play this, though. That's a very good card here. And I'm pretty sure he goes after Usopp. Actually, he probably goes after Bonnie here. If he lets Bonnie live, then I get just free advantage. Oh, so he's going after Usopp. You can have Usopp all day, friend. All day. Okay, so still no, what you call it? Still no Luffy, which is fine, so I can't play to that. We're just gonna dig, though. There's the Luffy I was looking for. Let's see, I can swing 5. Or I could just swing 5 and then play the blocker law, bounce this, and search again. I like that better, actually. Yeah, we're gonna swing 5. And we're not going to swing with this because we don't want him to be able to kill it with Miss All Sunday. Uh, so actually no, we are going to swing with it the first time, but we're not going to use the effect. If I went second, then I'd have 8, and I could do the play that I wanted to do, which is like search, swing, swing, and search, and then play it, and then play this again and search. Uh, but yeah, this deck can like unironically hold like a bunch of cards in hand at one time. So I have to really look out for that. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna play that, and then we're gonna do that, and then we only get that, which is fine. The 5 for 7, the vanillas are still good. So like the thing with this deck and why I think it's so good is after playing yellow and realizing just the power of vanillas and good numbers. Uh, this deck is insane just because it applies so much pressure on board and you can get so much tempo by playing even on your forward on turn if you play Brook into Usopp. It's just insane because then you just like you apply so much pressure to their life and you just get to do stuff. Okay, so this is this is where we start to get a little hairy. Um, what is this? To one of your leaders' characters, Wano Country. Why are you playing this? He's not. He's not that. Um, he's going after Bonnie. I'm gonna. I'm curious, but I'm gonna block it. See what he does. See if he keeps going after Bonnie. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? No, it's not worth it. For a moment, I thought it was worth it. He's kind of got a swing in my life now, though. Oh, so he's trying to keep me off cards now. Makes sense. Makes sense. I do have a lot of card advantage right now. Let's see here. We will go for the guarantee kill on this. Grab Brook. Grab Brook. Because I think we're going to go for a mini play with Brook into Usopp just so we can go wide. Cycling, good thing to do. Playing that Odin, that's interesting. Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay, I see. I see. That's a good idea. That is like actually a very good idea because you can give your Odin. Uh, yeah, you can start doing you can do stuff with him. That's actually not bad. Actually, I don't hate that. Okay, so now we're going to just I think we're going to strap up the rest and go after this all Sunday. I can't let this get too out of hand over here, but I do also have to keep this immaculate. Um, and if I'm just gonna go Brook into Usopp, then it's fine. Yeah. So we're gonna go 9 at the All Sunday. So now if he's got Blast Breath, he can like Blast Breath and 1K out of it, or Blast Breath and 2K out of it. Yeah, he doesn't do that though. I was hoping. I was hoping. All right. Boop. Yeah, against this kind of deck, I think you have to go wide. Um, just because he has potential to heal every turn, because now he can just start chaining these. Now that I've seen he plays the Odin, he can play the Odin, which is probably never going to die, to be honest with you. Um, so I'm never going to give him the chance to heal with that. But yeah, it just becomes weird. Oh my god. Add 1 card time burning light, this card becomes active. Huh. So he's doing so like instead of doing the Big Mom package with this part of the with yellow, he's doing a Wano package. That's actually very interesting, and I'm not gonna lie, I like it a lot. Am I ready for this Nami to die? Are we ready for Nami to die? Yeah, we're ready for Nami to die. It's fine. She got me a bunch of cards. She got me a ton of cards, so I can't be upset with the performance of that card by any means. And now what I can do is I can keep this locked for a turn with 10 drop. Ah, man, he's not going to swing with his leader. That's unfortunate. I wanted him to swing with his leader. Actually, I think I'm just going to wait on 10 dropping so I can try and blank this and this. Um, because he's doing a good job of not swinging with his leader, but he's got to apply pressure by swinging with that and that. Uh, and if he kills himself to get life, or to kills himself to keep this active, then I think I'm cool with that. Another very viable play here is to just like try and kill this. It is just to try and kill that because I could go 15 at it, and that's like strong. Um, let's see. I have no incentive to. All right, we got to start hitting his face. Yeah, we got to go. Time to hit the gas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 5-5-6, and then play Luffy into Zoro to put a whole bunch of pressure on his board, or put a whole bunch of pressure on the board. Is that a trigger? Dirty little trigger. Let's see. Oh, it's just a blocker. Still playing that card. That's fine. Okay. Because this deck still folds to the Giga Chad strap up and just like kill. Another 2K? Give me another 2K. Give me another 2K. He plays that card. That card is very good against this leader specifically. Okay, but it's not going to stop me from going this into this. And then passing turn. Because now I have Gibson up, I can tap down this blocker, and it's going to be all good. Because viable, what's bad for me here? What is bad for me when I'm looking at yellow purple croc? Another yellow purple croc is not great. The 9-drop Yamato, if he plays that, is actually also not very great here. Okay, thank God. So he's strapping up. He's just going to Blocker City. If he goes at one of these 5K dudes, I think I'm just gonna block with. Oh, he's going to my face. You can have that swing, buddy. I'll take it. I take it because I don't want to use these cards in my hand, and that's a big enough swing. And like life is a resource as well in this game, just like any other card game. And he's swinging with this finally. Thank God. He's probably gonna swing with this as well. I'm gonna give him incentive to swing here, so I'm going to block and use Bonnie to counter out because I'm at the point of the game where these guys are all probably going to stay on the board. And like I could let one of them die, right? I could, uh, but that's counterintuitive to what I'm trying to do here. Because right now I'm trying to overwhelm him with board presence and hand presence. So yeah, he makes this thing big. What in the world? Oh, oh my. He can't go for game here. Is he gonna try to stand it back up? No, I gotta. I'm gonna go boop, and then boop. Because if you ping yourself here, what? That's crazy. Is this just like the Hail Mary? If I take this double attack swing, because I can counter out of it, but like I'm gonna counter out to be safe, because I'm trying to kill him now. Yeah, I'm trying to kill him because I just have all of these attacks. Like everything on my board is an attack. I have 6 swings if you include this leader swing. So I've got no reason to not just like swing 5s first. Because he's got to live. This card just makes his deck go round, though. This card is insane. Okay, so he blocks. That tells me a whole lot. Boop. And I mean, I could also just go tall, uh, but I think like since I've committed to going wide, like it's fine. Yeah, I just have way too many swings. Yeah, we'll give him the GG. Good game, good game, good game. I like this deck a lot, and that's an interesting take using the Land of Wano stuff for yellow instead of the Big Mom stuff that everybody else does. So I do like that. But yeah, if you're looking to just like play a good fun deck or you want to reminisce about the old OP01 days of Kid being the best deck, give this deck a shot. It's very, very strong. I mean, like just being able to have so many cards and most of your cards having counter power um, means that you get to like play the mid-range game and you get to play the long game. Uh, and most of the time in the long game matchups, if you go wide enough, you win those anyway. So yeah, give this deck a shot. It's a whole lot of fun. Thanks, guys.